Hey folks, John the Catalan Music here again with a 2-minute tip for you. In case you ever decide you want to be brave enough to try your own truss rod adjustment, you don't ever want to do it with strings on. If you're trying to tighten that truss rod with the strings on, you're either going to break it or you're going to strip it off. So what I've got here is a little jig that I set up, so you can zoom in here. I've got a clamp that's going to put this in kind of reverse. I'm going to bow that neck on purpose up. Then I'll tighten this truss rod nut down here, back it off a little bit, put a little oil on it, and then tighten it down to whatever you've got it clamped. Then when you take this clamp off, it takes the pressure off of it, it lets that relax. Now one important thing with these blocks I've got here, as you can see, I've got those cut specifically. I've got a set for Gibson, I've got a set for Fender. You put those on there, it keeps you from damaging your fretboard. What that does is it takes it and bows that back, and it takes the tension off of it so I can tighten that nut, and then when I let it go, it goes back to a position where it was a little bit straighter than it was before. Maybe even a little bit of an up bow. But when you tighten those strings and put the tension on it, then it pulls it into that good relief, and you can measure that. I measure with a micrometer while I've got this on there, and I just measure that gap between the blocks and between the block there and the 7th fret, and I measure that. I tighten it down a little bit until I get what I want, then I take it off. And that's it. Like I say, if you're brave enough to do it, that's your 2-minute tip for today. Thanks and have a good day.